You brought up the heavy stance earlier. I mean, among all the other stances, but I really want to zero in on that one just because I think a lot of people were just like, how does this, why is it heavy? Like, it's a lightsaber, right? Like, what went into the development of like making it seem heavy, even though we all know it's a lightsaber?
Yeah, heavy was a working title, a working name. It was, it's all about having timing windows that are different. We wanted every like stance to have its own personality, and this is one where you had to be more deliberate with each swing. And there's kind of the way that when we were animating it, we weren't thinking of it in terms of it being actually a heavy weapon, but more determined and confident. When Cal makes his strikes, he's committing more than where the other ones, like at the opposite end of it, is like twin or staff. That's he's basically like a human propeller. And he's just like the flourishes are just that more fantastic. But we as soon as we got the heavy in the game, I got a smile on my face because it does feel different. We did get a unique personality for it.
Oh, I think I played 90% of the game with Crossguard. Once I got it, I was just all Crossguard. There was a couple fights where I had to swap to like blaster and dual wield, but I was Crossguard all the way. So, because I like that deliberate gameplay. So you guys definitely succeeded on that. I know you said like propeller with the dual blades. Like, how much of that was kind of pulled from Darth Maul and other dual blade sabers users that we've seen?
That's one of the best things about working on Star Wars is there's so much reference that we can pull from. And whenever we start, we'll do a one page, kind of like, or maybe a couple sentences, like descriptor of like what we want out of it. And that'll get blown out into like a one page. After we've got the one page, which usually is more like 5 to 10 pages. It's at that point during that whole process, we're collecting all these references, YouTube links. And this isn't just coming from one person, it's collectively of everybody. There's the combat designer, there's the animators, there's the leads that are all kind of like feeding into this effort.
And just keep going. I loved all the stances. Like the blaster stance, I think, is one also that you guys also kept it pretty under wraps in all the preview stuff.
Yep. Deliberate.
Yeah, and any reason for that?
Because we just didn't want to spoil everything before. We wanted people. It's a really special moment when you get to unwrap that gift.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to show all our cards and spoil people. I mean, that's why we mentioned Coruscant, but we didn't mention why Coruscant, what's happening there at the beginning of the game, because we want people to from the very opening moments be like seeing something fresh and that they're enthralled with. And that's something that most likely, I mean, most games that I've worked on and what I work on in the future, I'm probably not going to give away the beginning of the game or the end of the game for that matter.
And it's just like such a unique thing in Star Wars as well that somebody's like has a lightsaber and a little pistol. I mean, Bode has it by the end as well. What other things were you thinking about working into that stance? Because like there's ammo, and the way you refill the ammo is you got to hit with the lightsaber. Like, talk about the development of that, because it's never really been done before, I feel like.
Well, I mean, I think the front and center with the blasters is just the fact that you've got this push and pull, like kind of this tug of war that's going on for the player, where they can do the ranged attacks, but then they're forced to go back in to recharge their shots. And it's kind of it's an elegant dance that you're performing there, and once again, it's something that feels very different than the other stances that we have in the game, and it's something that speaks to the fact that in these unconventional times, Cal's going to do unconventional things as a Jedi to survive.
Yeah.